Hi guys, and welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Nessie. Making cute garden accessories for Sandy's garden is bringing me so much joy. So today I'm starting with a sign for the garden. I grabbed a popsicle stick and a coffee stir stick out of my scrap box, and I'm cutting a couple of random wonky pieces off the popsicle stick. I grabbed my old blunt craft knife and distressed the edges of the popsicle stick pieces. I took tiny chunks out here and there and whittled away some of the straight edges. In my mind, I'm imagining a sign made from scrap pieces of wood. If you're doing this yourself, be careful of your fingers at all times. Don't forget, a full list of all the materials used in this video is in the description below. And while you're at it, check out the link to my Nessie Monster merch, where you can buy the cute designs I've created on stickers, t-shirts, mugs, phone cases and more. When I was finally happy with how distressed the signs were looking, I wrote on them with a fine line marker pen. I cut a piece of coffee stir stick for the signpost. The bottom end is cut at an angle to help with sticking it in the ground later. And on the top end, well, it got a little distressing action too. Next step, I glued the signs to the signpost at jaunty angles with a tiny dab of contact adhesive. If I had more patience, I would have used wood glue. It's looking cute, but I want to add more detail. Using a random pointy tool, I poked holes in each of the sign pieces, and with the tiniest dabs of super glue gel, I stuck a caviar bead in to look like nail heads. Now it's looking better. Okay, Sandy, do me a favour and hang on to this for me while I make you something else. A few months ago, the very lovely Heidi sent me a box full of treasures, and these wooden plant pots were among them. I knew right away what I was going to do with them. So I've added baking soda to acrylic paint here, and I'm painting the pots. The baking soda creates a stone or terracotta-like texture. I also painted 3 toothpicks with plain green paint. The pots are all dry now, and I've pre-cut a couple of circles out of scrap cardstock that are able to fit snugly just inside the pots. I started to poke holes in the first disc with an awl, but it was too big, so I switched to a pin instead. The plan for this disc is to poke through the holes with floral wire and then bend the wire to poke the other end up through another hole in a sort of U shape. I want a whole collection of fine stalks poking up for this particular plant pot. Once they're all poked through, secure the wires in place with glue, although I reckon masking tape will probably also hold them. For the second disc, I want to poke just a single larger hole in the centre. Through that hole, I'm poking the 3 toothpicks. Secure the toothpicks with glue on the underside of the disc. Leave both of these to dry and snip off the excess length of the wires. My plants are probably going to need leaves, so I punch some out with coloured cardstock. I even grabbed a few pale leaves left over from the veggie plants for some colour variation. I clipped off the unwanted ends of the toothpicks. Pop the disc into the plant pot. It should be snug enough that it won't even need any glue. The same goes for the other disc too. Before I start adding the leaves, I'm going to mix tea leaves with PVA glue to make soil for the plant pots. The glue dries clear and it holds the tea leaves in place. Now I'm adding tiny dabs of tacky glue to my plant stems and gluing on the leaves. For the final few finishing touches, I'm brushing on chalk pastels to the pots to help them look like they've been left outside in the garden. I followed up the chalk pastel with a few dabs of tacky glue and some homemade flocking to look like lichens and moss. Let me know if you'd like a tutorial on how to make your own flocking. When I'm all done with this, we can take a look at the final results. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, and leave a comment because I'd love to hear from you. It really helps my channel to grow. If you want to share your own crafty ideas and projects, join my Facebook page called Nessie Monster Crafts. We have Fun Day Fridays where we can all show off our latest works in progress. If you can afford it, please consider buying me a coffee. Links for both my Facebook group and coffee account are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!